Hi, my name's Paul McNea. I'm sales manager at Betinvest. So my career has really been one of three parts, and it's quite diverse. I spent 8 years in the military. I joined the RAF when I was 18 years old to fulfill a boyhood ambition. I then left the military and moved into financial services. So my financial services career it was quite exciting. I was working with some fantastic brands. I worked with Barclays, KPMG, Hargreaves Lansdown, and then through that ended up getting involved in some fintech startups. And that startup phase took me into iGaming when I started my own mobile-only affiliate business called Betfuse. And then since Betfuse, I've been working as a mix of both consulting, working with smaller startup companies, some mid-sized startup companies, working on some bigger projects. And it's been really exciting. My last project was Bettermetrics, which was a trading analytics platform looking at analyzing in-play, especially in-play trading patterns, and looking at how they can rep that and optimize trading operations. And then I started my own sales consulting business about 3 months ago. Betinvest, one of the first companies that I've worked with. I was really excited to work with Betinvest. My role there as sales manager is to look at how I can apply my knowledge and my experience in the industry, and how we can expand the client base, how we can bring in new customers, and really how we can work with a broader selection of clients across the iGaming ecosystem. In terms of the current position for Betinvest in the market, when I work with any organization, I look at two key factors or core components here: product fit and market fit. From a product point of view, the product team are fantastic. I really like the way that Betinvest are now incorporating AI and machine learning into their product suite, which kind of future-proofs, what we're doing, especially as we look at how AI particularly is going to be used over the next few years. And I think from a market fit, again, we're seeing the demand from the customers for these type of products. We're seeing esports grow really quickly, but we're seeing new sectors, fast sports and virtuals also grow. So I think the organization is very well placed to support its clients as they roll out and really look to tackle some of the problems in these areas. Yeah, iGB Live is a fantastic show. I love that event. I love going to Amsterdam. It's a shame it's going to be the last time in the city, but I always find that event is like really high energy, and it was great. I think the show ended on a bang. The feedback we got was really around finding specific content to address an audience need. So, for example, with esports or with fast sports, finding content that the end users engage with, can trust, that has that sort of integrity. And then from a supply relationship, it's building on those trust factors, building those partnerships, building that knowledge of how the content can be used most effectively. I think that was one of the main takeaways from the show. I think looking at some more of the takeaways, it was mainly around the relationship between third-party suppliers and either brands or B2B platforms. And it comes down to how they want to engage with those suppliers. So my feedback and my experience has always been that, it's almost like the old sales model is dead. No one wants to be sold to. One, they don't have the time. And certainly, if you have more disruptive technology, the frameworks aren't really there to test and validate that technology. I think more what organizations want now is, what do you do and how does it solve a problem? What does it do for my organization? How does it help engage our audience? How does it, help our brand advance? How does it, fit in with our current product suite? How easy is it to integrate? And how easy are you as partners to work with? What's that relationship like? And certainly that's the feedback I've had, not just from that show, but from other shows as well. And that's helped shaped my view of how sales should be approached in this industry, and what we need to do to effectively work with these brands on a more comprehensive basis. I always think it's really important to build on the momentum and the discussions that you have after a really good conference like iGB Live. So for me now, it's about going out, speaking, and continuing those discussions. It's about spreading the word. It's creating perhaps some new content that we can send out to some of the brands and some of my contacts, and getting them to understand the value that we can add. And then it's trying to work with those brands to create very successful partnerships, which we both can mutually benefit from.